Good afternoon. Is it already afternoon? Yes. So you have already heard from Sister Mary about how AI evolved and until where we are now. Now, my concern is the ethic of the use of AI. Ethics is concerned with what is right and wrong. And what is right and wrong is determined by truth. For one to arrive at the truth, one must have the disposition and the capacity of accessing the truth in order to know that that thing is right or wrong. So, ethics in artificial intelligence, while AI can bring many benefits for human beings, it also comes with ethical consideration that cannot be ignored. So one of the things that come with this use of AI are the biases. And these biases come about because the AI tool will only execute the data which is fed. And so if the producer or the programmer has some bias as the AI to execute that data, it will also have some biases. Apart from that, Microsoft had connected this tool called TAI, a machine learning driven chatbot, and it was connected to Twitter. And you see on Twitter, there are many things and there are many biases. So within an hour, it was able to retweet racist tweets. And so they had to pull it down immediately because it was biased against what was already there. So if the algorithm is set up to learn from interaction with our real sinful society, it will naturally come to reflect the inherent biases of the society. Then also in the biases, who controls the algorithm and training data sets? The accuracy and objectivity of analysis and conclusion can be seriously compromised by programmers like what I just said, who select or devise biased algorithm and training data. Programmers can unintentionally use biased training sets and algorithms, leading to inaccurate and prejudicial conclusions and recommendations. And in line with this also, what Sister Mary demonstrated about how the neural network works in AI, sometimes when they input that network and the data and everything, now the output of it might be something that is wrong. But then the producers or the programmers might not know where did it get this information, how did it arrive at this decision making. Then also there is the risk of the privacy. There's an issue of privacy and personal information risks. So as we use these AI tools, each click it gets your data, your personal information, your location, your preferences and everything, all that. It gathers that. Now you don't know what that information is going to be used again. This access of AI to a huge data set enables it to collect large amount of unsecured personal data. So if you have not secured that personal data, which could seriously compromise the privacy and welfare of individuals and organizations. I take, for example, if you take your phone and you use it, sometimes they say that the phone hears your conversation. So even sometimes if you just search for one thing, maybe you wanted to search for handbags, for example, and then you try to see which handbags are in the market. So you put in your data, you go and check just for 10 minutes. you check, oh, this Junior has this handbag. You go to Kirimo has this handbag. You go to Facebook, this handbag. And then you put it aside. When you come back, what ads you'll be seeing popping up will be all the different handbags. Then we have also the displacement of laborers. You see, when AI tools come in, then you find that some people are laid off the job. So a task which was supposed to be done maybe by 10 people, it will only be done by one person. Now what happens to the 9 who have been laid off, who don't know? So one of the most immediate practical use of AI involves cost-saving and labor-saving procedures. Now the ultimate result of this will be that those who own or control AI will become more wealthy, while the vast majority, others, will find themselves competing against a labor system that does not need housing, time off, provision for biological necessities. So you tend to prefer a robot to a human person if you look at how efficient a task will be taken and will be done. People will tend to prefer to use AI. Now, that means that the ones who are spearheading this, controlling this AI, they'll become more rich. But what happens to those who are laid off because of AI? So that is another ethical issue in the use of AI. AI should be used for all humanity, not only the rich. So everybody should be able to use it, not only for the rich, the ones who are the ones in control of it. Another ethical issue that arises from this use of AI, the importance of touch for healing. So this comes about when you use AI software or machine learning tools to be able to carry out some tasks. For example, in the case of patient healthcare provider relationship, when we had COVID, a robot was invented so that there is no contact with the sick person. That raises ethical issues because when you are sick and you are saved by a robot doesn't have feelings, a robot doesn't have emotions, but there is healing in the touch of a human person. So in as much as the robot can be efficient, but there is the other aspect of the touch of the human person. The importance of touch for healing and how the transfer of care or even part of the care process to AI software or machines may well suppress crucial bodily elements of patient healthcare provider relationship, that is, of human bodies in relationship, conducive to well-being. So if you are sick and you are attended to somebody, a human being, then also that helps you even in the healing process. There are also some principles that can help us to be guided in order for us to be able to embrace AI as well as uphold the human dignity. So in the use of AI, one of the principles should be the fairness, which refers to the equitable treatment of individuals or groups of individuals by an AI system. When properly calibrated, AI can assist humans in making fairer choices, countering human biases and promoting inclusivity. Then there is robustness. AI-powered systems must be actively defended from adversary attacks, minimizing security risks and enabling confidence in system outcome. So, as we use the AI tools, it's also important to make sure that we defend ourselves from the attacks. Then we have the transparency. Transparency comes about to reinforce trust. The users must be able to see how the service works, so evaluate its functionality and comprehend its strength and limitation. This, as we use the AI tools, we are supposed to be told about how this AI tool works, what are the strengths of this AI tool, what are the limitations, so that you're already informed even before you use it. So that is one of the principles in the ethical use of AI. Then, of course, there is also privacy. AI systems must prioritize and safeguard consumers' privacy and data rights and provide explicit assurances to users about how personal data will be used and protected. As AI is developing, the church is not also quiet. We are also thinking as a church, thinking about the future of this AI and also the moral implication of the use of this AI. So now the church tells us the responsibility of AI developers and users to uphold the dignity and rights of all human beings, especially the vulnerable and marginalized, and to prioritize environmental protection and care for the shared home. So this is one of the priorities or the issues that the church is stressing, that even if AI or the development of technology is efficient, it shouldn't be at the detriment of the human being, the dignity of the human being, because the priority should be the dignity of the human person. Then the challenges of ensuring that AI complements human work rather than replacing it. When we looked at the job creation and employment and all that, it should complement our effort and not replace the human work. Then also the church invites all people of goodwill, you and me, to collaborate in the ethical and responsible use of AI and to seek guidance of the gospel and the magisterium in discerning the moral implication of this technology. The church also encourages us to dialogue and cooperation among different religious traditions, academic disciplines, and social sectors to promote a culture of encounter and solidarity in the face of AI. So in a nutshell, if you have forgotten everything that I said in the beginning, so you can just remember this, technology must have the good of human beings and the whole human family at its heart. So remember that in as much as we want efficiency, but we must also think about the human being. It has to be the top. It's the dignity of the human person upheld in this particular aim. Then also Christians and churches must above all bear witness to the importance of human interior life and to the self-gift that flows from it. Even before and beyond Christians and the church's declaration concerning AI, it is these relational witnesses, again we have come back to the relational witnesses, that we preserve our culture, the means by which to live humanly alongside and with fantastic technological development of today and tomorrow. The quotes, first of all, from our founder, Blessed James Alberoni, who says, "Communicating and giving what is good is the most beautiful gift you can give to those you love." So as we are pilgrims of hope, let us communicate and give that which is good. If you love each other, you have to give that beautiful gift, the good. Then in the age of artificial intelligence, this is from the document on human love of the heart of Jesus, number 20, that in the age of artificial intelligence, we cannot forget that poetry and love are necessary to save humanity. No algorithm will be able to capture the nostalgia that all will feel, whatever our age, wherever we live, when we recall particular experiences like maybe you had an experience with your mother, algorithm will not be able to capture that nostalgia that comes in, and all that. You will not be able to find it in AI. And so, even if AI is here to stay, and we appreciate its benefits, but let's not forget that we are human, and so in the connectedness, our human encounter, we should not forget that we have to amplify the dignity of the human person. Thank you very much.